Welcome to the Blades and Bloodlines podcast. I'm Blasius, a 7th generation barber, carrying on my family's legacy in our 3rd generation shop, a fixture in our community since 1978. This podcast is about more than cuts and trims. It's about connecting with people who have incredible stories, fascinating careers, and vital perspectives to share. Every episode encapsulates an authentic barbershop experience, a bastion of free speech, likes of which you've never seen, and flows into a meaningful conversation, one that might just change how you see the world. So pull up a chair, sharpen your mind, and join the conversation. And remember, soon you won't be able to say anything. So while you have the opportunity to say something, say something.
I want to talk about my first blowjob.
Talk about it, man.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, my first blowjob in the backseat of my mum's Nissan Pulsar.
Dude.
It's always back with your mum, isn't it?
We're in yeah. It is a thing. There is a mum thing here, dude.
But it was her
Can you talk
car.
about that too?
It was her car. Not much sex.
No.
Nah, I was very, just very respective of the female and stuff like that. And okay, you know. So no, I wasn't a big party boy to go out, be stupid. I was just still finding myself. I'm still finding myself now. But there's no. I have no moments of regret with any woman.
Any of them ever catch you in a lie?
I refuse to answer that. No.
I just love that
Never.
answer.
Nah.
Well, what
No.
about you?
Well, yeah.
Yeah?
There was this one
Well, let's
time
go on to yours because I haven't
Yeah, I don't
experienced
think
that.
I've known.
I dated. Oh fuck, you guys boring as.
No,
I dated this Tongan girl, half Tongan girl. Dad was a professional rugby player in France. So anyway, I meet her on a bus on New Year's Eve when I was 18 or 19, and I ended up having relations with her in my best friend at the time's bed, which was really good. And anyway, I go to pick her up at her house, and I'm maneuvering that really big black car that I said that I had. And I ended up, because the car's really big, she lives in a small suburban street, so I'm going to reverse out of her driveway, and I ended up ramming her neighbour's car, his ute, his big tradesman. And I said, oh fuck, so like I went and said, oh, just meet me down the street. So I get in the car and we go, and a couple of days later she gives me a call, she goes, hey, did you ram my neighbour's car? I was like, no, no way. I said, you would have known if I had have done that. I said, I didn't ram your neighbour's car. And she goes, well, who rammed it? I said, no idea. And then she goes, well, the thing is, he said that he was on his balcony and he saw you do it. And then I decided at that point to double down and deny it still. I said, wasn't me. And then, I never heard from her again after that. She fucking never spoke to me. Or she gave me some fucking excuse like, oh, it's not working, you want to go too fast, whatever. Because I took her to that same granny flat that was up in DY, and she wasn't playing ball, so...
We should actually go take a CSI kit over there, just shine on the fucking lights.
This flat, man.
A young family lives in there now.
Fragments of broken bed.
Yeah, if they check the back of that Nissan Pulsar that I had, that you'd find a lot there. Back of the van, that was fun. The highest van, that was a good one.
Highest van.
I put a fucking bed in the back of that thing.
Nice.
A little mattress, but then this one girl, I picked her up from a mental institution.
Yeah, right.
She was.
What?
So we went on a date. She disappeared. She was a machine. She was whatever, but she was like a, whatever, doesn't matter. She was a bit fucked. She was cuckoo. I didn't realize this. She disappears.
This is like that fucking disability service.
Anyways,
like the carers taking advantage of the people who were challenged.
I take her on a nice dinner, pay for everything.
Sign her out.
Couple $100, no, and then she disappears and she goes with some guy that made her go even crazier. So I dodged a bullet, but she contacts me after a little while. And we started talking. She goes, I'm sorry for blah, 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 whatever happened. I was like, cool, all right. Yeah, I'm there fucking just driving, doing delivery parcels, this and that. And I've got the van, the highest van, with no seats in the back. And she goes, oh, like, I'd love to see you. So I'm like, okay, cool. All right, let's go. Where are you? Because I remember the things that she used to text me back in the day, back before she disappeared. I was like, bro, this one's going to swallow the whole thing, bro. She was an animal. That's, yeah. Anyways, she goes, where am I going to find you? And she sent me the address, And I fucking rock up and it's like a mental assault. Like, what the fuck? She comes out in this fucking glow. Like, what's that
In
Harry?
a robe,
No, what's that Harry Potter fucking character?
like Hermione.
Nah, the other one that's a bit crazy.
Luna Lovegood?
Yeah, that's the one. Anyways, gets in, go there. I don't know how far I want to go with this conversation. Anyways, I'm
All the way.
we're in the
all
back
the way to
there.
when you blew.
Parramatta River, fucking things open. We're going. We're going for gold. I'm going for gold there.
Dumper.
Just fucking. She's like, oh my god, I needed that. And I was like, cool.
So
Now,
is it in the high A's?
yeah, in the highest in the
Parramatta
back.
River.
Yeah, just fucking
Okay.
just going there. People walking past, I didn't give a fuck. I was an animal. Wrist of my fucking forearms bulging afterwards, and I'm like, cool, I've done an awesome job. She's happy. I'm like, okay, my turn. She goes, oh no, my therapist tells me I shouldn't do this. I was like, I looked at her. I was like, all
She's a
right.
therapist.
And do you know what I said to her, instead of saying, "Fuck, you can walk back, I was like, oh, that's a dumb bitch. Anyways, took her back. She disappeared again. And then she gets in contact with me some years again later. I'm like, that fucking done, bro. Done.
Yeah, man.
Move on. Yeah.
Can't believe
That's a
that.
pretty funny story. I'm picturing-
A fucking really young, fit, long-haired stodge. About 30 kilos
I had a
lighter.
blue hair one.
A blue head. Oh, you had a liberal.
Yeah, she came. I called her a smurf.
A liberal or a smurf.
Yeah,
Hairy
she was a
armpits?
random
Can't
one.
wait to hear about this
She was
story.
a random one. And then she let me get her on the backside too, mate.
Oh my
She's
God.
fucking
Oh, up the
cool,
cool.
mate. Yeah, up the cool will do.
I
And
don't
she kissed her,
understand. Just quickly, anal on demand.
Mm.
Normally, there's a little bit of work that is involved with that, especially with strangers. But you're just at a moment's notice, ready to fucking go.
He doesn't care if it's
I'll
dirty,
make-
bro.
I'll
He'll
make-
just go for it.
I met girls that are there straight in there, mate.
straight in. What like
Italian girl, remember? Straight in the cooler, mate.
that's it.
Yeah.
What without any no coconut?
Just
oil?
wet wipes.
No, just yeah.
You just
They
buried
like
it straight
it,
in.
yeah. I was shocked.
What?
I was shocked.
She
mate.
was shocked.
Okay.
Hey, she was
How
shocked
shocked?
too.
Yeah.
But
How's
how's
they
it
love
possible,
it. I
though?
don't know. They just love it, dude.
How's it possible just
They-
to put it straight in there?
They're probably asses used to it, man. You know what I mean?
What type of preparation are you talking about? Whether it's going to go in or whether stuff it's fucking
Yeah, there's a bit of
clean?
lube, bit of time.
Well,
'cause
like-
they love it. Some
Well,
of them do.
if this is like a seasoned fucking seasoned mud stuffer, then the girl, because normally you're like, all right, get a bit of olive oil or coconut oil, and
You're not making a salad, bro.
no,
You need to
my
prep the
uncle
arse.
told me
You
one
need to prep
time
the
to
arse.
use olive oil, and I ended up meeting this Kiwi girl at the Ivy, and made fucking Greek salad all over her apartment with that olive oil. It was great. Best thing my uncle ever told me. I was 18. I think this chick was like 35.
He was a man-whore at a young
He
age,
was.
wasn't he?
He
You
was.
were a late bloomer, so was I.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was watching Seinfeld.
I was watching that last night. No, but yeah, it's always been weird because I had this one guy tell me this story, right, where the guy I used to work security with, his name's Zane. He said that he brought a girl back in his Tarago because he used to do them in the back of his Tarago, and he goes but she wanted it in the cooler, and I said, well, how do you just put it in there? He goes, sunscreen.
Oh. Was it 50 plus?
SPF 150, SPS 50 plus, banana boat.
No, it's probably a tanning one too.
And I at this point I really started to actually question how much people fucking bullshit what they've done, because I just couldn't really believe that you just be like so desperate to get it into somewhere that you're just gonna fucking pump it up with sunscreen, wouldn't it burn your fucking
of course.
your belly?
Yeah.
Fucking sunscreen? All
Oil's
those
the
chemicals?
best. Oil would be the best.
Olive oil or
Yeah.
coconut oil, that's nice.
Coconut oil.
Well, it's organic.
Or just juices from the front, you know what I mean?
Spit, lots of saliva.
Yeah.
Blood?
Yeah, saliva. Blood? Well, that's what I thought if you just fucking going in raw.
You fucking cut your foreskin. I don't know.
Yeah. But this is, I don't know. Mate, but back in the 80s and the 90s growing up, it's a lot different.
What was it like in the 80s and 90s?
I don't think they did it back then, did they?
Did what?
Anal? only the ones that were meant to get married. You know, they didn't want to.
That was to prove that they still had their virtue.
It's
Yeah.
like, I swear to God, baby, you put it in my ass. I'm still a virgin.
Yeah, just fucking
But then you
fall
got all
ass.
these. Then you got these OnlyFans girls are like, I'm gonna save my ass for my future husband. It's like fucking bro.
No,
Times have
this
changed.
is what people that are members of the Church of Latter-day Saints That's what they do because,
They do. They're still virgins.
well, they're still virgins, right? If you go to one of the main college campuses in Utah, Salt Lake City, where the majority of the population, all the young kids are all LDS, the guy goes to the campus and asks them, like, are you saving yourself for marriage? Have you ever done any, like, loophole things? And they said one of the loophole things one of the LDS people do is they go to Vegas, because it's close to Utah, they get married, have sex, and then divorce and then come back and it's like nothing's ever happened. But if they were to get married again, it would be clear that she doesn't have her virginity. You know what I mean? So it doesn't
Just
really...
for their religion.
Just,
Yeah.
you know what, take it in the ass until you're ready and that's it.
But there's a thing that they have called soaking, where you're lying on top of them, completely clothed, and you get a friend to shake the bed until the friction's enough to make it come, and that's called soaking, and that's what a lot of them do.
I think we need to go to Utah.
I want to shake the bed. Good job.
Be the shaker.
All right.
Yeah.
What's the dry humping, mate? That was back in the day.
I had one girl
Good
that
old
fucking.
dry
I had one girl that made me do that.
A dry
So again,
hump.
another date, and I'm like, yeah, let's get
grind.
into it. Fucking early 20s stodge, and then the back seat just fucking had pizza, this and that, and I'm like, let's get into it, making out and stuff, and she's like, oh no, I don't want to have sex, but I want you to thrust me with your clothes on. And I'm like, what? So we're there, we're getting passionate, I'm on top and stuff, and we're about. I just want to start fucking doing these ones to get in. With respect, obviously, and consent. But she goes, no, keep your clothes on, but just thrust. I'm like, how the fuck does that work? She goes, just thrust against me. I'm like, I've got a raging fucking hard on, and it's the friction's hurting on the pants, and you want me. So, anyways, I obliged for a little while, and she was loving life, and I'm like, this is fucked. And yeah, that's dry.
You got to put it up.
Yeah,
You gotta sit up.
I know, but it's very hard and fucking this and
In
that.
the just like where your belt is in the belt line.
Into the
Listen,
tuck.
boys, I know that, but
Into
the
the
thing
tuck.
is just, yeah, I thought it wasn't gonna have to. Doesn't matter.
Mm.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's just yeah. But it's dry humping's fucked. It's
Dry
not- I don't
humping
like
is-
it. What's it do? It serves no purpose.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess you're right. It doesn't
Is
make
it
any
too
sense.
easy now, though? That's what it is.
What do you mean it's too easy? What's too easy? What's too
Doing
easy,
anal.
bro?
The dry humping was good back in the day.
We're going from
Women had
anal
more
to dry
respect.
humping to
Yeah,
ask this
women
one
had more
outside now.
The nonna
Back in
walked
your
past.
day.
The nonna walked past. Yeah, but I you do have that urge when you're a teenager in your 20s to get out. You did it, you know.
Yeah. Well, that was working at Wharf Bar, but that was when I was like an apprentice, right? So here I didn't really have much power. Here, my dad was the boss, and I could go to Wharf Bar and actually like be the fucking guy in charge. Like I used to run shifts on my own, right? But there was this one instance there where I remember you learn a lot, moving on from anal. You learn a lot when you're at a job like that. Like I was 18 and thrust into this really full-on industry I knew nothing about, right? And I'll tell you what happened. The bar manager, like the manager of the staff, used to be this Tongan guy, right? He was a coke addict. And I'm on the front door with the subcontractor, and I get approached by these two big 140 kilo Tongan guys. And they want to come in, it's late. And I said to them, I'm like, boys, how much have we had to drink tonight? And they said, we've had about like 7 or 8 schooners. And I'm like, it's a lot, guys. Where'd you have them? They said, at the Skiff Club, which is in Manly, further along the water. And I said, boys, not tonight, all right? And they were like completely shocked. And they said, do you know who we are? You even from this area? What's your deal? So then I'm getting like a little bit of push and shove with them. These guys are fucking big, fat fucking Tongan guys. And then my subcontractor goes, boys, he's made his decision. Fucking leave him alone. And then I'm squaring up to one of them. Like I'm up in his face and he's up here. I'm up against, my back's against the front, the gaming door. And then the Tongan bar manager comes out. He goes, oh, Aiden, just step aside. Let them in. I'll talk to them. So they go in. And then my subcontractor had my back and he knew that I'd done the right thing. And the bar manager comes out and he goes, do you realize how close you were to just getting your fucking lights knocked out? And I said, what do you mean, bro? Like, they'd had too much to drink. He goes, Aiden, 145 kilos, have had 7 beers. That's not even going to faze them. I said, but look, the contractor's standing right next to me as if I'm going to say that they can come in. You kidding me? And then he goes, they were about to fucking pummel you. and the guy had me like this on the door. That was like my first month working there, and it really pissed me off because I saw that the bar manager didn't actually have my back, and that he made me look like a fucking idiot. And when those guys walked out, it was like,
Yeah, you're nothing.
you're nothing.
That's the whole point of your job.
Exactly, you know.
Yeah, you're doing your job.
Yeah, but then to what degree do you go to for your job? What, to the point where you get knocked out?
I,
For some contractor, subcontractor? Fucking let the cunts in, bro. Good luck. Enjoy yourselves.
100%.
I collect
That's-
golf balls.
You collected golf
That
balls
was my first job.
Are we talking about? What type of golf
First
balls?
job,
On
you
Epstein
did-
Island?
with like the mattress
Driving
on your
range,
back.
man. I had guys aiming for me. I was the guy with the mask. Going,
It's like that light globe.
And they put a mattress on your back.
it was I did. I had baseball gear on.
Fuck.
And I was a 14-year-old. I was a 15-year-old just scooping up golf balls, $7 a bucket. You know,
$7 a bucket.
$7 a bucket.
Build a bucket up back then.
So I mean,
the
how
more
many?
effort you put in,
Yeah, but then there was a piece of shit guy that they calculated. He used to say a few more extra buckets, so they go, well, this doesn't make sense, so they will split it. I remember getting the shits going, dude, you didn't do that many
So
buckets.
I mean, how much would you walk away with on in one shift?
It was only 4 hours, man.
So how much?
Probably, it wasn't much too, $50-$60, man.
It's not
That's
bad.
nice.
not bad, but that for
Yeah,
a
yeah,
day,
because
back
then you
in
can-
what I think is like probably the early 90s.
Yeah, you can collect, you can drive the car or you scoop up, you walk up. But I went to the hardest bit. I just saw money.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was like, wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, it's actually not a
You hear
bad
people
job.
laughing at you. That
Yeah.
was war. That
Paid,
was battle.
paid cash?
Cash
Oh,
back then,
fuck,
mate.
not bad.
You know, everything was sort of mainly
What
cash
was
when
your
it came to
first job,
kids.
Stod?
My first job was look, I worked with my dad to show you post this and that. But my first proper one was Macca's,
Where about?
Wynyard.
When you fuck,
Yeah.
trenches.
Yeah, right in the
Massive.
trenches.
In the train station?
Yeah, in the train station. The
In
line.
in the train station.
In the train station.
In the train
The
station.
fucking line. In the train station.
Yeah, well,
There's only one in Wynyard. It's in the train station. Yeah.
But this could, because you're a bit older than me, I thought.
Yeah,
maybe
in the fucking
Yeah,
station,
fuck,
bro.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
even know
right.
if it's still there.
It
And,
is still there.
and I have to go back
The
one
one in
day.
the train station?
Yeah,
The
nah.
one in Wynyard Station is still in Wynyard Station.
So when you're walking along fucking outside the station, you go walk in, it's like you got the Mac Cafe and then you got the, just before the turnstiles, you got the main little, it's a fucking little tiny Macca's and you got the fridges and stuff downstairs. It was fucked. I went there, $6.57 an hour.
Whoa.
$6.57 an hour. That was back in 2004, yep. It was, I would work a full week, 8 hours a day, 6 days, and I wouldn't even clear $300.
Oh my God.
But I ate so much fucking Macca's, it was ridiculous.
So-
it was run by Indians,
Uh-huh.
and they were fucked. There was some other guys, some Pakistanis there. There was like that Macca's, bro, I should tell you, fuck the stories. They would like wash themselves in the sink there, wash their feet before they go and
Really?
pray.
Although Muslim,
But we still kept everything as clean as possible and everything there. But just from then it was fucked, and they stopped giving me shifts after a while. It was used to be busy for there used to be a line from fucking here, fucking 200 meters that way. You know, it was crazy.
Why Wynyard though? Why'd you go?
That's where my mates were, and I just wanted to get a job. So just the first job, and you work hard. I used to eat so much Macca's, I put on so much weight, and they'd come in the back and they'd catch you eating, and you just like, you know.
Wait, so you couldn't, just get a little thing of chips and just...
Yeah, you could, but not
Like,
really.
who's really going to say anything?
It's not appropriate because you're working. You shouldn't be eating while you're working.
Okay.
But then we'd just be smashing chicken nuggets. I'd just open the thing, stuff the chicken nuggets in, close it back up, make a burger, eat it while we're working there. Sometimes the food, like, to be honest, man, I would never eat a Macca's ever again. It's
No.
fucked. It's human meat.
think so too.
Look, for comedic purposes, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Do your own research. But it's just disgusting food, bro. It's absolutely disgusting. It's pre-packaged, frozen, all, processed. It's all made, like the whole system is made so you just pick it up, put it in, and it goes through a whole system to give you a burger at the end. It's dead. There's nothing to it. There's no life to it.
There's no real meat though.
No, it's not.
cows to
Put it this way, you said it just there. If you look at the Macca's, say for example, Macca's in Australia, New Zealand, Canada, America, right? Probably the biggest demographics for Macca's, right, is the Western countries. So out of all the cows in the entire world and all the Macca's that those cows have to service, do you think there is enough cow meat for all the McDonald's out there?
No, you're right. That's a very good point.
You got to put it into perspective like that. So where are all the bodies going of all these guys that go to war, that do this, that do that, that are dying, that are getting bombed over there? They're definitely grinding them up and repurposing them for McDonald's.
I have no idea.
I've seen that,
I have-
and I'm like, you know what? That is believable.
Where are they
I asked-
putting all these people?
It's
I asked
believable,
people- I
but
asked people
I don't
that.
know if it's the truth.
Well,
That's
we
my
don't know the
caveat
truth.
against about the new discrimination laws against McDonald's. And honestly, you're right in saying that. It's fucked. It's been coming out. They say even Epstein Island victims go into chicken nuggets and stuff like that. We don't know.
Well,
But the thing is,
If it's not
it's very
people-
plausible.
I
It's
think
very
so. I think
plausible.
so.
Well, if it's not people, then where are they getting the meat from?
So
how
fucking
do they
tasty,
supply?
but-
Well, Australia was always big on
You
like
get
it's
straight through.
Angus beef from the farmers. He's fucking what what's his name, Chris whatever from the farm going, yeah, our Angus beef goes to Macca's and we're proud of that.
So,
They're on the advertisements, but you're gonna tell me that guy's an actor? He's gonna just take his hat
Well,
off and say, let's
the
get
thing
the fuck
is-
out of here.
Yeah.
when it's
the thing
done.
is,
Yeah, that's
how
right.
much of that patty contains that Angus?
Yeah,
Because there's
right,
100% beef,
That's what they say.
but the beef that's in there's 100%.
It's definitely 100% beef.
And when you look at it,
the
when you look at
patty's
it,
100% meat
it's fucking light pink.
Yeah.
It's not like properly.
and doesn't spoil.
No, and it doesn't
And
spoil.
it
It's
doesn't
disgusting.
fill your guts up, man.
No, but it makes you sick after. Look, McDonald's is disgusting. You should go eat. You know where I went on the week? I went fucking Paul's Hamburgers down in Sylvania. That, mate. That's been operating since 1985. Cash only. One of the best hamburgers. We should go there that you'll ever have. Actually, we'll do a food review. Nick,
Actually, I've got a good burger place we can go after this.
where?
Just down the road.
All right, cool. We can suss it out.
Burgers.
But look, I worked at Macca's first job, and I think it was good, but I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I think so.
What's the next question?
About you? What was
Yeah,
your
well,
first
mine
job?
was
He
that.
said he was collecting
I was
golf
collecting,
balls.
but also
First like Macca's. Proper one.
well, there was probably
Like when you...
no hospitality.
Hospo, man. Not going to fucking...
Cafes,
Dancing
restaurants.
Bear?
I worked for Italians down at Wentworthville, I think it was. It was a ship.
Sorry.
It was a function centre. So I was 16 or 17, and did I remember this place was pumping? Had 2 levels. It was like narrow stairs serving. Hospitality scared shit.
Well, like weddings and stuff? as well?
Weddings,
Yeah, yeah,
functions, mate. It was
That's good.
packed, dude.
How
yeah.
much were you getting an
Oh,
hour?
I can't remember. It was cash too.
Well, less than the golf course.
Well, my dad used to pick us up, you know,
Yeah.
2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning whenever I finished.
That's good work,
You'd
man.
message him, you know, and you start to remember those days. You go, wow, that he used to drive me there all the time.
Incredible,
That was
yeah.
good. I loved hospitality. I think customer service for a first job is the best, man.
Well, because everyone's in a good mood when they're going for weddings and stuff. Like when I was at the door doing bouncing in Manly, when people are at the door, they're happy, they're going out, they're getting ready to drink, the guys are getting ready to size up, you know, which girls they want to fuck. Like it's a really good
Peacocks.
good vibe, you know what I mean? And everyone's really happy, but it's when you run into the people in there that you just think like, do they really need to be here? So I'm talking like bikies, right? I had a run-in with some bikies in Manly one time, and there used to be a gang, a bikie gang headquarters in Brookvale. I don't know if it was like the Finks or one of them. They used to have a headquarters, a clubhouse, which turned into a burger restaurant because the cops kind of fizzled them all out. So anyway, so the son of the sergeant at arms used to come in here and get his hair cut all the time. My dad used to cut his hair. I remember he used to have a big tattoo on the back of his head that said, fuck up. And then he had the 1% tattoo back here. He used to come in all the time, and everyone used to kind of get a bit on edge when he'd come in, but my dad was always like to me, because I was only like a first or second year apprentice, he goes to me, Aiden, these guys aren't shit. These guys that come in, the big tattoos, the lebos, the big wogs, whatever, he goes, just cut their hair and fuck them off. Just be nice to them. Like, you don't need to have this inferiority, like, oh, this guy's a bit scary, whatever. So he comes in, I notice him, comes into the wharf bar, and he recognises me, I shake his hand. And when everyone sees you shake a hand with a guy like that, you're fucking a good feeling. It makes you people think you're connected, you know. So it's a real vanity feeling back then. But anyway, he leaves, and a few of the associates are left. So here I am. I'm about 18, 19 years old. We're packed. Like Wharfie is packed. It's over capacity. It's really busy. It was one of those nights because we used to carry torches. So you'd go shine the light on the floor. You would find the most ridiculous things: condoms, Viagra, wallets, money. You find like people's phones. You find all sorts of shit on the floor, right? And if nothing had a name on it, you just kept it. So, wallet, you give
why
it back,
not?
well, you just keep
Jerk off on coke, mate.
But, look, I found a sadie of Coke on the floor that was not opened, and I used it at the staff party. It was fucking mad. But regardless, we yeah. So anyway, there's this little short guy, bald guy, tattoos everywhere, and he's out of control. And some of the bar girls are like, I don't want to serve. I don't want, because the bar staff's all backpacker girls, so they're like, we're not serving him anymore. So, but we don't want to cut him off because we're scared of him. And I said, he's not going to do anything. Just cut him off. If you cut him off right in front of me, I can say, they've cut you off, you can't be in here anymore. But if you don't do it, I've only got a leg to stand on here. Because he's not really technically doing anything. It's just your word against his. So they didn't want to do it. So I went up to him and said, mate, how much you've been drinking tonight, whatever. And then he starts getting in my face, kind of like, well, you get my face, bro? You talking to me like that, bro? Like that. Really, my little short cunt. And I could look down in his hand, because I was very sus like this. I was checking in his hand. He was gripping a glass really tightly, empty glass by his side. And so I'm looking at him, I'm face to face. He's like, do you know who I am, bro? Do you know who I am, bro? And I said, I don't know who you are. He goes, Banditos, ever heard of us, bro? We're the Banditos. And so I said to him, I can't believe I said this. I said to him, so what, you're like a Mexican? And he fucking did not like that, man.
No.
So then he starts going like, you know, he starts really trying to staunch me up now. So I'm getting on, this is where we used to keep the clip for the microphone. So I'm getting ready to call, like, you know, I need some guys to come and help me.
And then a couple of Tongans.
So, well, my deal was, if a Tongan's playing up, you get a Tongan to deal with him. The Tongans deal with the Tongans, the white guys deal with the white guys. Because the Tongans, especially in this area, have this bit of this complex where they're from here, so they feel like because the bouncers are all of the same ethnicity, they can get away with shit. That's just kind of how it was back then. So I'm like, Tongans talk to Tongans. Do you know what I mean? Because every Tongan I speak to thinks because of my blog, I'm not from here. Even though my high school was 10 minutes up the road from this club. So I'm looking at this guy, I'm ready to call some backup. I knew there was 2 guys that did jiu-jitsu on our staff. And so he goes, oh, you touch that mic, I'm gonna fucking kill you. So I go again, he goes, hey, you touch it, I'm gonna fucking kill you. So I said, you know what? Have a good night. I'll catch you later. I'm going to walk away because it was either that or I have to grab him.
Yep.
But you got to think, we're like this. There's people everywhere. It is so busy. And so I'm going to walk away and he grabs my shoulder, turns around, he goes, where do you think you're going, fucking pal? You're not fucking going anywhere. And so at this point, I'm kind of like in my head trying to psych myself up to just bear hug this guy and defend the glass that I knew he had in his hand. And then from behind him straight away, I see this black hand hit his shoulder. And it was Licky, the Fijian black belt in jiu-jitsu or judo. And he goes, boys, is there a problem here? And the guy turns around and looks at him. He doesn't look like much, this guy, but he's a fucking weapon. And then another guy comes up behind me. They said, Aiden, just go, get out of here. Because I'm the youngest by far. I was only like 18 years old. So I walk away, I do a lap of the joint and walk back around the front, and it's taken 5 guys to restrain this dude. He's on the floor, he must have been iced up or something. He's on the floor screaming, fucking get off me, you fucking dogs, you fucking this, that. 5 of our guys to put him down, and I was psyching myself up to one-on-one him.
Wow.
And it was at that point where I went home and told my parents what happened, also what happened with the Tongan guys. And my dad's like, I don't want you doing this work anymore. I said, nah, Dad, I like it, this is good. Because I'm not getting in trouble all the time, but I'm picking up heaps of chicks and I'm making a lot of good contacts as well. Like,
yeah.
Well, I got introduced for the first time to the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene by working there. Because there was one guy that worked there, we called him Zig. I respect the guy a lot now. He was a really good mentor to me. He was another Italian guy. And he'd just seen it all, he'd done it all. Every time I would say bye to a girl or talk to a chick that we wanted to pick up, he'd be like, no, Bello, listen to me. I want you to go back to her. I want you to do this. I know this girl. Trust me. Go up and talk to her. Tell her what you like about her. She'll go it, man. He was like that. He was fucking this like big brother figure. But when he first joined the team, I joined Wolfbar before him, even though he was already in his 40s. And I didn't like him because he put me in my place. He bruised my ego, right? Mm-hmm. So we had this issue in the gaming room where these 2 guys were fighting. One guy was playing the pokies. The Thai gaming attendant told him to fuck off. Some other guy decides to be a hero and tells him to fuck off. So then the guy that was trying to get this dude out, just punches him in the face straight away. Like, hits the guy being a dickhead, punches him out. So then we go in there. I heard on the radio the Tiger like, "There's a fight. We need a security. There's a fight in the gaming room." So we fucking go in there. She's like, "You get them now. You get them. Fuck out of here." So we go in there, and I say to the guy who punched him, he was a good dude. He was half Asian himself, I think. I'm like, "You get the fuck out of here now." So he runs off. He's out in the night, and we have the dude that was being a dick sitting there like this, like a kid in timeout. It was like, and this Zig guy is like, "Aiden, watch him." So the guy tries to get up. I'm like, "Sit down, sit the fuck down." I'm like, "Sit the fuck down, shut up!" Like, cause this is serious, bro. Like, these guys just got in a really big fight. So I'm here like not really knowing what to do, and I'm like, "Shit, sit the fuck down." So anyway, this guy didn't think I handled it well. So Zig comes up, he goes, "Oi, Aiden, if you can't do this job properly, do not fucking work here. You understand?" And I didn't think I'd done anything wrong. I'm like, "Bro, I'm doing the best I can fucking do." So then the subcontractor's like, "You did the right thing by letting the other guy leave, because they would have just kept fighting otherwise." But he, defending himself, so whatever. I just let him go. So I was really bruised at this point. I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy telling me I'm not doing my job right? I've been here longer than him. Mind you, he had 25 years on me." So then I ended up buying this book called The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. And there was a really good passage in that book that explained how to deal with egomaniacs, which is what I thought this guy was. And to be honest, he probably is. But now that we've been friends for a long time, I really respect him. And it said, when you're dealing with egomaniacs, they said you have to stroke their egos. You have to let them feel like they're on top. You have to let them know that they're appreciated. So the next shift, I went in there, and they said, "Put him on a pedestal." So I went up to him and I said, "Zig, you're right." I went home, I thought about it. "You're absolutely right. I probably didn't do the best I could do. I want you to help teach me. I want you to help guide me the right way to do it. Just help me out, mentor me." He fucking loved it. He goes, "Bellu, just stick with me. I'm gonna look after you, right?" So every chick that came in, him and I were on the door. I checked the ID, and then she'd walk in. We wouldn't have much of an interaction. And he'd look at me and goes, "Oh, Bellu, see that girl that you just ID'd?" I said, "Yeah." He goes to me, "She's fucking horny, bro." And I'm like, "How do you know?"
I like this guy.
He's just like, trust me, bro. If you get her after a few drinks, man, she's yours." And I'm like, "Fuck, all right." So anyway, he had all these lessons for me. Like, for example, he goes, "Bellu, do you know the best way to compliment a woman when you're working here?" And I said, "Nah," because I used to pick up there anyway, so I was pretty good. But he was on another level. He made this like a philosophy. So he goes, "Don't comment on the tits, not on the legs. You know what you comment on? They're back." I said, "They're back?"
They're back.
He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Watch this."
What?
All right. So these glamours walk up, right? Fit chicks. We got the backless dresses. And he goes, "Do you know what I love about you?" He's like, the girls are like, "What?" And then he goes, "Your posture." He goes, "You stand up straight, you got a muscular back."
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
So I started to emulate these kind of things here. And, girls would walk up and I'd ID them and I'd be like, "How are you girls tonight?" And I'd be like, "Look," I said, "Look at your outfit. Look how this hugs your figure. You've got
Fucking next level,
look
Neil.
at this choice of clothes." I said, you really understand this, don't you?" And they just fucking are just frothing, right? And he was teaching me everything. He was teaching me everything you needed to know to pick up chicks as a bouncer. It was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
And then you walk away, right?
Well, no, then I ended up,
Plant seed.
there's this one girlfriend I had, this French girl who I met there. I even visited her over in France when I met Maria, my wife now. And we were in the same place. She was on my tour. I had gone up to meet with this girl because we dated in Australia, just to kind of say bye and whatever. And, it was nice to know you because I knew I'd never see her again. So she drove me around Paris and we ended up just hanging out for a bit for the day. But I remember I ended up pulling her, I don't know how, at Wharf Bar. And I remember walking, she was a fucking glamour, bro. And she was like 15 years older than me as well. I was only like 18. She would have been 30 or 35. And I ended up walking past all the other bouncers that were waiting because we were closing. And I was walking past and I ignored them. And one of them yells out, "Oi, Aiden, don't act like you don't fucking know us." It was so funny. Bro, it was fucking that.
That's
pub
good,
was
dude.
fun to work
So
at. Bro. That
hospitality.
was hospitality.
Security,
Is so much fun.
yeah.
No, what
man.
the hospitality Macca's wasn't like that, bro.
No, you
You had Pakistanis washing their
And you-
feet with the
and
fucking
humanly-
lettuce to go pray.
eating humans.
Someone actually copped a cheeseburger to the head man. Someone threw it at his head and he ran off. Yes.
What? Tell me.
So one of the guys, I think his name was Javed or something. He was,
Javed.
Javed. He was working the front,
Jared?
and he
Jared?
No, like this.
he just
Javed.
he served the customer.
Javed Singh.
I don't know what, he ordered a cheeseburger meal, whatever. But for whatever reason, the guy came back and fucking threw the cheeseburger in his head and fucking smacked him, ran off.
Like,
This
what?
guy,
What?
what is
What?
happening?
What?
He runs out, chases him, can't get him, and then comes back in. Motherfucker threw a cheeseburger at my head. And then my mate Igor's like, bro, he goes, you're lucky it wasn't a quarter pounder. And I was like, he goes, because I was working at that job with my mate Igor, so two Serbs, it was all right. Yeah, Igor. Yeah, fucking, and the best cunt you'll ever met in your life. And it was actually, it was good. Huh?
Yeah, Igor, you still around?
Yeah, he's still around.
What's happening to
That's a
Igor
sick
these
name.
days?
What's happened with Igor is,
He lives in the mountains.
No, he lives out fucking St. George area. He's alright. I think he's getting married soon, so he's doing alright. Yeah, congratulations, yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, he's about 2.6 meters tall.
Oh,
Fucking, he's a big
Basketball.
boy, and he drives a small little fucking Golf GTI.
When's the last time you caught up with him?
I haven't seen him in years.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, we should bring him on.
That's another thing, childhood friends, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
You know.
one of the biggest things, bro. You guys friends
Great,
with
great segue.
Yeah.
Oh,
from sex
let's-
to
let's
food
go
to this?
fucking clockwise.
Let's go clockwise, dude.
What are we doing?
So obviously we know Les was your mate when you were
Yeah,
a
I've
kid.
got high school friends, mate. I've got friends from preschool.
Preschool cunt.
Yeah, primary school,
Yeah, right.
high school. Yeah. We all still talk.
You still talk, still mates now?
Yeah, we're still mates.
Yeah.
You don't see each other. Like, where do you get time?
Fuck, that's a long time, eh?
It's a
Well,
long
especially
time,
for you.
dude.
For you, it's
You're
about
like-
60
you're nearly-
60
you're
years, you're
nearly
75.
You're nearly 50 cunt.
25, dude. Yeah,
Like, that's
45,
a long time.
45.
45, nearly, yeah.
Yeah, it's a long time, dude. 20,
Yeah.
yeah. So like I stay friends with them. Yeah, you just got that connection.
Yeah.
We went to an all boys school, high
Of
school.
course, yeah.
You know, and,
Hey, is it true? Is it true?
no, and this is the thing. My lovely daughter actually, when she goes, oh, you know, all the gays go to boys' school, and I'm like, what do you mean?
No,
That's what they get told, mate. The gays get bashed in boys' schools, mate.
The gays go to the
They go to
co-eds
co-ed
because
because
they
they-
got the girls to
Yeah,
bounce
that's what I
off,
told
mate,
her.
Obviously.
Yeah, if you're a gay, you're going to go to a co-ed school.
So you went to an
right?
all boys school?
Yeah,
Don't do that, bro.
I went to a boys' school, and I think that's where you sort of
The last
you
place
get
is the
that.
jungle, mate. Even if you are gay, no one's going to admit it in a boys' school.
So we had two
Get your
guys.
fucking head swirled, mate.
Two guys, you knew they came out afterwards. You're not going to come out at school.
Nah. Well, I don't think a lot of them really... You reckon a lot of them know by the time they're in high school?
Now they do. It's acceptable. They
Well,
come
because
out.
they're like, what do you call it, encouraged to do it.
Yeah, and if it's a co-ed school, they hang with the girls, like you said. You know.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, you sort of you got primary school friends.
Yeah. So, well, talking about Igor, we met in high school, so year 7. And then we sort of like a love-hate relationship until we actually bonded over Nick's skits mix. Over trance music, dance music. So we bonded over that. Became good mates. But going back to preschool, I used to get bullied at preschool because I had
Bullied in preschool?
I used to have like the beautiful locks. There was this one kid that threw away my Batman. If I saw him today, I'd probably fucking beat him to death. I fucking love that Batman, yeah. And I remember one memory. He brought these handcuffs and.
His mum's handcuff?
Yeah, like these handcuffs, and they were all running around, and they chased me and they locked me up, and I was like, okay, cool, now let's reverse and let's chase someone else. No, we're done. I was like, what the fuck? So at that point, I started to learn about about
Epstein.
yeah, but fucking this thing's like really loud, bro. Too much coffee. I can't stop moving. I have a couple of friends from actual kindergarten, year 1, kindergarten, that I still talk to from time to time. The thing is, you have this connection that you don't see them every single day, don't talk every single day, but if they were to reach out to you now, you just have this connection
Same.
from when you know them from 6 years old.
up.
The
It
best
picks
friends
you
are the
know?
ones you hardly hear
Yeah.
from, right? Because you
Yeah.
just pick off where you left
Well, I
off.
fucking hear
Yeah.
from him every single day, so that's why I
Not
fucking
anymore,
hate the
dude.
cunt.
What do you mean? What do you say that for? You're going to see me every single day.
My heart flutters
That's
when
good.
I call and it's one of you three on the fucking.
Yeah.
Hey, when you
dude.
call me, I'm like, there's a problem, bro. What's going on? He never calls me, this guy here.
You call me.
because you never answer.
You call, yeah, but then you just drift off, which is fine. It's fine.
Yeah, because I don't want to hear, you know this, Starge.
Yeah.
You know this. I don't want to hear that. I'm going through my stuff and I'm just,
Yeah.
and he goes, you know this,
Now he gets
Starge.
it. Now he gets
I
it.
mainly
He's
call
getting-
you.
I'm the last
when
one.
I am
when
the
I'm
last.
at night getting stoned, that's
Yeah,
normally
yeah.
when I
Oh,
call. You
bro.
can probably tell.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Well, because that's where I'm like can really talk.
Yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
when I call most of the people that I speak to. I got maybe you, Stodge, one other friend I speak to a fair bit. My cousin Nick when we went out for dinner. Like
Oh, yeah,
I'll
cool.
call one of those 4 people when I'm
Yeah.
really stoned because I know we're gonna get the best conversation out of it.
Yeah.
But it's a real melancholic thing, you know, to see who's come into your life and who's left and the friends that you've had. Like
Yeah.
when I was in primary school, I had a really good core group of friends, right? We were kind of like geeks, like not like nerds, but just because we just loved video games, right? Like we had this one friend, Dan his name was, and his family was like, we wouldn't say bogan, but they were like pretty bogan as in like you go to, like I remember his birthday party, I can't remember how old he was turning, but he wasn't even in high school yet, and his cake was 2 tits. And there's a photo of him motorboating. That was his cake. Like remember, his mum was this Aboriginal woman. His dad was this, I wouldn't say much, but was a very, very, very good carpenter. And his family, whenever we went for sleepovers, we played video games all night. He had junk food everywhere. Like it was just the quintessential Aussie bogan family. And his mum like always used to fucking have like really low cut shirts.
Oof, tits, she had big tits? Yeah, fuck.
Well, not well,
Okay.
like long.
Oh, like, yeah.
She had long tits.
Long titties.
So she had gorilla tits.
How many kids do you have?
2, I think. No, but regardless.
I'm not a
like,
fan of gorilla tits.
But,
Yeah, no,
but
nice.
regardless, it was funny because in
Slow.
primary school she'd come and pick them all up, and everyone would just be like, "Oh my god," and she just would not give a fuck. She'd be like, "Daniel, hurry the fuck up! We gotta get home!" And just in front of the whole schoolyard, she wouldn't give a shit. It was so funny, but it was also so refreshing to meet someone that didn't give a shit, didn't care about little Catholic school politics. You just walk in with their tits
Yeah.
out, going, "Kids, hurry the fuck up!"
Yeah.
Aboriginal.
Yeah.
And anyway, I really respected his family a lot, but my core friendship group was really good. It was mixed. Me, an Italian, there's a Greek, a Filipino, a couple Aussie guys. But there was one guy that I was really close with. Jacob, his name was, big redhead. And we were probably best friends all through high school, for a little bit of, all through primary school, primary school, inseparable. He lived up the road from me. So I remember his phone number off by heart, and I would walk up to his house, knock on the door. It's like, "Hey, is Jacob home? Like, when's he coming home?" I was so comfortable. His parents were like my second parents.
Yeah.
And at my engagement party, I remember because we were still kind of friends then, I actually like said in my speech, you know, like I didn't name him by name, but I said, "This guy and his parents, forever grateful to them, even if we don't speak. I'll always have a debt of appreciation to your parents because my parents worked for 6 days my whole entire childhood, and his parents never worked on Saturdays, really, so not often. So I was always at his place. So they literally looked after me, and I really always appreciated that. But the bittersweet beauty of it is when you realize that you don't have anything in common with them anymore.
Yeah.
Like I remember going to the end of high school, my friendship group I was with were all Aussie guys, all Aussies. There wasn't one WOG, right? Because I didn't like hanging out with the WOGs. The WOGs were all assholes, they were all dickheads, they were all self-absorbed, up themselves. That wasn't me.
Spoiled.
And my dad never hung out with WOGs either, because he said to me, WOGs are only going to let you down. He goes, Aiden, I know, you want to be friends with the Italians, you want to have this brotherhood, you want to be the fucking WOGs, but he goes, trust me, they're going to betray your trust, they're going to fuck you over, don't be friends with WOGs. And it was the best fucking advice he ever gave me, because a lot of them just turned out being fucking losers anyway.
Yeah.
It wasn't only until I met the WOGs later in life that managed to get through all that and become decent people is better. But I'm not really a hectic cunt. I don't care for WOGs that much. So that group was all Aussie, but I was only friends with them because I kind of floated around to everybody. But I didn't really have anyone to call on the weekends because I wasn't really close with anyone. I was always kind of solitary in a way.
Me too. I was solitary.
Always
mate.
kind of
Yeah.
solitary, but I didn't like it. I was always someone that needed someone else around. So anyway, I remember this other one guy, Jesse, who I was friends with. He was a half Indigenous too, real Aussie guy. And he said to this other friend, Jacob, he goes, "Oh, we're all getting our P's now. Imagine we can all go on surfing trips." And it was when he said that I actually said to myself, you know what, like, I think I'm done with these guys.
Yeah.
Like,
Not interested.
we remained friends after school for a bit. And then when I started working at the nightclub, that's when we really started going in different directions. I started really going my way to get to where I am now, and they went their way. From what I understand, they're still kind of doing the same thing.
Didn't reconnect?
I run into them every so often. Like, I've got fucking like 2 kids now, bro. Like, you know, my life has changed a lot in the last 10
You're
years.
You're a young dad too, man.
Yeah, I'm a young dad. I fucking, you know, I was like 10 years ago, I was
There's your kids out at the window,
19
bro.
years old. Maybe kids from my third marriage.
Yeah.
With Nick's from Thailand.
With Leland.
See that little fat one with the candy cane?
Yeah.
Fucking fat little Asian. Little chubby little mulligan.
You know, but how is it now? Do you have a lot of your childhood friends or school friends on Facebook and Instagram and whatnot?
I'm not on Facebook. We all follow each other on Instagram, and I know that they're all looking because I look at who looks at my stories. I know they're all looking. We all know what we're doing. We're all connected. This neighborhood is small. The Northern Beaches is a peninsula. It's not very big. There's maybe like 5 major high schools you could go to, maybe 5, 6 major footy clubs you can play for. Everyone knows who everyone is, right? Your friends, you're from the area, you know. Shit. You know.
That's my lady.
Oh. Never mind.
It's okay. Hey, there's a Colombian out there.
We're scared.
Anyway. No, what was the question?
Where the fuck is this gone?
Well, we're talking about
Let's just note, hold on, how beautiful your partner is.
You got a very cute partner.
You're just out there. She's so happy with the dog and everything.
my dog too.
Look,
Made a
she's
day of it.
smiling and everything, bro.
Yeah.
Let her out of the house.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
It's good when you take the wife out for some fun. Take the dog for a walk.
All right, let's get back on track. What were we saying?
Yeah. So I was saying, so with these friends. So I'm trying to remember what your fucking question. Oh yeah, what are they doing now? Yeah, we just different interests now. Like, we're just different people. I run into them every so often, say hi, but especially with the main guy, Jacob, we were like so inseparable when we were younger, but just different. Like, I always wanted to have a family. I always knew that I was gonna at some point end up here.
but you matured up pretty quick too, like family business.
Well, working
young
at the
kids.
pub, mate, as well,
Yeah.
because I had all these guys, like, guys I hadn't seen in a couple of years. Hey, can you let us in? Can you do this? Can you do that? Like, that was my identity for such a long time working there. I used to fucking have interactions with people at that club that was like, I used to say to them, guys, I've got a call on my radio, you guys got to go. And because the Aussie guys here, pretty chilled out, they're not causing too much trouble, I'm like, guys, you can either do this the easy way or the hard way. And they're like, what's the hard way? I said, I'm going to pick you up on my back, you can kick and scream, and I'm going to walk you out. Do you want to do it the hard way? It's like a joke. I'm joking.
Yeah.
So I pick him up, he's going, leave your dog, let me out. And then I'm like, all right, get the fuck out of here, guys, whatever. Because this was only a place you went to for prees, and you'd go somewhere else after. And then I'm like, all right, boys. He goes, I'll see you on Monday haircut. Yeah, boom, done. All right,
Yeah.
just like that.
And that's how you manage them.
That's how I managed them. I used to fucking cut guys' hair on fucking Friday and kick them out on Saturday night. That's what I used to do. It was good fun. But yeah, it's just very interesting seeing how my group of friends has changed since in the last 10 years. I mean, look at you cunts.
Yeah, this is.
I've only known you guys for 2 years, and I really feel like more
brothers,
closer to you 3 guys than anyone, because this is where it matters. There's an interesting scene in Spider-Man 1 where Uncle Ben is talking to Peter, and he goes, "These years are the years in which the man becomes the man he's going to be for the rest of his life." And I feel like nothing is ever infinite when you're that age. It's always finite. It doesn't last. But when you get to a mature age and you start making mature bonds, that's when it becomes properly infinite, in a sense. Because this is meaningful, you know? I've already done the work in the trenches. I've already sifted through who's there and who's not, you know what I mean? And plus, I've always had more of not attraction, but more of an affinity to people that are older. Because I've always had this feeling that I'm a younger soul. I haven't been here too often. I still need to be led around and shown things. That's why I always feel like I'm a lot closer with older people.
Yeah, okay.
Friends that are 40,
Yeah,
35.
you said that last time, man. Like,
Yeah.
your first time. Yeah, but you mature for your age, even though it's just a number.
Well,
It's what you've
yeah.
done. Security, young family,
Well-
even family,
Well,
right?
I got one up on one of these friends, actually. One of them worked at the pub too, one of the friends in this group. And we both fancied this one girl. And she was from Canada. And anyway, we ended the night, both of us walking this girl home. And we knew that one of us had to fuck off. And I was at that point where I'm not going to bash a friend of mine to get some pussy, right? Like, I'm not going to do that. So I did something I really wasn't proud of at that time. I was a bigger person. I said, look, you two just go, whatever. I'll drive home. So I drove home, drove back past them, and then did a fucking illegal U-turn over a median strip to go back, drive past them to be like, fucking cunt. And a cop saw me, didn't even pull me up. And anyway, we went to the shift the next night. The next night was New Year's Eve. And I said to my mate there, did you guys have sex? He goes, I didn't have a condom. So they never did anything. So that night, I ended up going to watch, we'd watched the fireworks at work. Shift finished. We went to the beach, Manly Beach, to have some drinks. I ended up walking her home, pumped her. And then we went to work 5 hours later in the morning. And that was where I'm like, you know, truly being the bigger man pays dividends. Because I ended up getting the last fucking laugh. And I'll be honest, it wasn't really that funny. I could have gone without that experience, but
You got the last. You got the laugh.
I got the last fucking laugh,
Yeah.
man.
Fair enough, all right.
And the other things that build you up, isn't it? Your character, all these sort of experiences.
Yeah. Well, I learned a lot with those mates that I had there that I couldn't really trust a lot of people. Not that they were untrustworthy, but I was always brought up with this really wog code of honor where, like, if your word, you give your word, you stick by your word no matter what.
Yep.
And it was always so fleeting with a lot of the guys I was friends with growing up because I'm like, oh, we're going to meet here at this time? Perfect. They never show up. That to me is the ultimate betrayal of trust.
Yeah.
I need you guys to come and help me out with something. No, we can't, sorry. But then they go and do the same thing for someone else on the same day when they already agreed to help you. To me, a lot of people would just slide that off. To me, like, that's it, friendship over.
Yeah.
You know, I let a lot of shit slide. But I never felt like with a lot of friends I had, not just this group, with a lot of them, that my effort was never actually reciprocated enough, especially in high school. Primary school, you don't have these worries, but I never felt like anyone was giving me the same effort back.
But you said also groups as well. Like when you have a big group, how are you going to keep that group together?
Well,
you know what I mean? You start drifting off. You start splitting.
Each group has a nucleus, right? So say you've got a group of 5. There's always 2 people in that group of 5 that it's awkward if they're there by themselves.
Yeah.
Because they're only there because they're beholden to the nucleus of the group. They're the social glue that keeps that group together. So two of the main guys in our friendship group were the nucleus. It was them 2. You couldn't really hang out with anyone else on the side. But I was always the one everyone went to if they had a problem with someone else because I was always really good at listening and I was good at giving advice. But then once they were resolved, it was back to them just being the core guys and that was it. And that's when I knew that it was time to fuck off and go fly solo.
Yeah.
But now I'll say quite proudly, I don't really have many friends, bro. Like, in terms of friends, you, Nick, Stodgy, 3 other best mates that I really like, and then just my family, and that's literally it. The rest are just acquaintances, man.
Yeah.
Just,
When you get older, it gets less too.
it gets less.
Yeah. Sometimes you go, shit, I'm in a shitty mood. Who do I call? And you're like,
That's a really good point, eh?
Yeah, you call me, I don't answer.
you don't. I'd call you. I'd talk to you all the time.
But I don't answer you,
Yeah,
can't.
because you're too busy working or farming. Or,
Yeah, fair
you know
enough,
what
for
I mean?
farming.
But I got you for like a month, dude.
Yeah,
You
you
got
do,
knife
don't
hands
you?
like
Yeah,
Murray. You got soft hands as well.
yeah, I'm moisturised.
But it's been available.
Being available.
That's
exactly.
it. If you're not available for when your soldier, your comrade needs you, then what's the point, man? You know.
I agree.
You know, that's what it is. It's been available. And I've stopped talking to friends for years, and then you come back and it's the same.
Mm-hmm.
And then if then their mask comes off, you see the little bad side. You just push aside.
Has there been any instances in your guys' past where someone just fucking disappointed you to the max? Like, just really disappointed you, where you had so high hopes for someone that and you just completely shut all over your trust?
Yeah, I've had I had a friend a couple of years, and then when you don't know them, you see they get what they want out of you.
Yeah.
And once they get what they want out of you, it's happened quite a bit. Then they either disappear or they make some sort of issue where that's a problem, and then off they, you know what I mean? They try to aggravate something. I see that a lot where people have agendas.
Yeah.
And when you welcome friendships in, like you said, 48 Laws of Power. There's some people, I listened to that book and I remember going, fuck, that was that person after 3 years got what he wanted and see you later. I went, fuck, that's him.
Yeah.
He doesn't know, it's like, it teaches you how to be a tyrant.
Yeah.
You know, you said it. And I was like, wow, and I went,
How to be
fuck,
very
that's him,
manipulative.
dude. And he used me. You know, like, he'll talk nice about, like, sort of get close to you, you know, and you're like, oh, this is a nice bloke.
Yeah.
He's nice, okay, he's got my back. But then all of a sudden, you see a few things and he gets what he wants and see you later. And then you go, fuck, that hurt. It hurts, man. feel you've been hard done by.
100%.
Yeah.
Me, no, I don't think so.
You've always seemed to have very good relations with people.
Yeah, honest relations. But yeah, no, I'm just thinking I don't have anything. I don't think I have any stories like that.
You just cut off. You don't put up with anyone.
There's no cut off. I
Like,
think it just
the
drifts.
bullshit.
No, I think it just drifts, and see you later. Like they just disappear. You disappear and that type of stuff.
What's pissing you off at the moment?
Well, actually, no. I've had friends, but more so in the. I'm pissed off, man. Nah, but more so in the in my 20s. You have friends that do that type of stuff, but from my younger generation, because I was so solitary as well. I was solitary confinement for most of my childhood.
You're having sex with psychic
Nah, but
women, mate.
when I was younger, those friends, nothing really. And then when I got older, those friends really let me down in a big way. Just different agendas and whatnot. What was your question? What am I pissed off about?
Yeah, what are you pissed off about at the moment?
Oh,
There's a lot.
for first.
We can touch in the last couple
Can we
minutes on
touch?
the
Well,
shit. Yes, we can. Let's
first time
touch it.
Stodge and I bumped into each other, we looked at each other, wasn't it?
Oh,
It's
the
like-
current climate of the world, mate. Listen here, man. I'm
Yeah.
fucking pissed off.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
We can dedicate
This
the last
whole-
couple minutes to
Well, we
all-
haven't spoken since the
Listen.
Iran bombings, mate.
Listen, this fucking Australian public, they're there blaming the government. Oh, you should have known better. You sold us out, mate. Listen, the whole thing's planned. The whole thing is
Yep.
pre-planned.
Yep.
There's an agenda at place, and if you can't see that, then, mate, there's no hope for you. That's it.
Well,
This
Iran don't even want to play in the next in this World Cup because fucking they don't want to play. Well, they don't want to play in America because America's fucking bombing them.
the latest news is everyone's allowed in the Strait of Hormuz except for Israel and America.
Wait, everyone's.
Yeah, I don't know how truthful it is, but
We got
they've
the
apparently
ISIS
opened it
watch.
up. Sorry?
We got is an ISIS war.
That's such
What's
a
that?
baity
What is
fucking
that?
thing, bro.
What
What
is
that
that?
they're giving the asylum to the wives of ISIS members. That to me is the biggest rage bait piece of bullshit there is.
What?
That's just brain dead.
But-
Where are the ISIS wives? How do you
Yeah.
pick them out?
Yeah.
You know how many people there are out west that have
Yeah.
got the letterbox thing going on?
Yeah.
How do you know who the ISIS wife is? That's just there to
But why
rile
they-
up the
why do they
fucking
have to let 'em in?
idiots. Do you know what I mean?
Why do they have to let them in? Why is this news?
Yeah,
What's
I know.
going on? Why do I give a fuck about that?
Well,
I
they
don't,
wanna
I don't
piss
give a
us off,
fuck
dude.
about. I personally don't care about it.
Neither.
You know, I'm more worried about the end of times, mate, and the prophecies.
And having your soul cleared before getting it weighed, you know. I want to make sure that before the time comes, like I'm clean.
It's coming. It's not far. It's not
Listen,
far away.
what's going on in the world? There's a self-fulfilling prophecy that people are moving towards a group of people, and big politicians from around the world. Everyone knows what's going on. Like, you look at the whole thing: market manipulation, inflation going through the roof. There's a massive economic reset coming. What's really pissing me off is you have hopes and dreams for the future to do something, to be successful, but really that's not going to matter. All that's going to matter is just friends and family and what you can do there, and just weather the storm as much as possible.
Do you really think that the majority of the world are actually thinking about this?
No.
Like, you know how they said that during COVID, we vaccinated the majority of people in the world.
No, they
And
didn't.
then you look at the world, you look at, say for example, you just take Mumbai, Delhi, Dhaka in Bangladesh, then go fucking Mombasa, and then go Johannesburg. Those are metropolises of people. That is the definition of rat race. And you're telling me that every single one of those people took a COVID vaccine. I don't fucking believe it for a second.
It's all lies. Look at the
All
media.
lies.
They don't show what's happening in Israel at all. They don't show. If it wasn't for Twitter or X and Telegram, you wouldn't see all the bombs dropping. So you can clearly see there that mainstream media does not show you the full truth.
No.
The fact that that country there is getting bombed like there is no tomorrow from
They're taking
Iran.
the cameras out. So Israel's
they
taking
are.
their own cameras out.
Exactly. So it just shows you that mainstream media doesn't even show what's going on. They are lying to us. It is ridiculous, and so many people. But what I'm disappointed in is in the people. The people don't care. It's like, my petrol feels like, mate, look, we're on the precipice of a third world war. It's almost there. It's almost there. We all have to get drafted, and the people that don't want to go and they don't accept us for conscientious objections will have to go hide in the bush, you know? Or go to jail. Like, we're that fucking
You
close.
still really think they'll draft?
Why wouldn't they?
They can't draft anyone. Who's going to?
Why wouldn't they draft? The thing is, right,
Not for us.
they will draft when they feel that there's a revolution about to take place and that people start to revolt and want to overthrow their government. So you can see people are getting angry. They bring in all the immigrants. People are getting angry. Go to a war. Why wouldn't they send us to a war? Why wouldn't they?
You got to really, after 2 world wars already and a lot of Anzac days in between to commemorate it. I think people already kind of know what they're walking into.
They do. But the thing is, what would stop the government? They're stupid. What would stop them from...
People not going en masse, which I've always said this now, if they're going to actually draft and conscript, they're going to have to tack on a bill of rewards if you do go.
Yeah.
So you come back, housing, you get this for
It's
that.
not going to exist, though. Because
here's
you
the
won't
thing.
come back.
Well, they got to sweeten the deal somehow.
They will not come back.
You can't just drag people out of their homes, bro. It's not Vietnam.
And then you look at, you know what's sad? You look at the drafting age, 18 to 25. So you're such young men, you know? Such young men. Like, if this does happen and they don't accept us 35-year-olds, I'm going to have a big job repopulating Australia afterwards.
With the ISIS brides.
Yep.
We would, but I won't be going.
No, I would. I'm saying it now. I'm not going to go. I'm not going. Would you go?
Fight what war though? What are we fighting?
Fight for what? What am I fighting for? The only thing I'll fight for is the land I live on.
Look.
To defend my own home, my neighbourhood, you know. The people you already know are going to fucking betray you as soon as I get a chance.
It's troubling times. Troubling times, mate. Troubling times. I saw even the new AI systems by Palantir, so Maven, and how they make all these workflows and stuff to take people out. Mate, just holy shit. Where technology is going with AI and everything, if this is all implemented into how they want to bring everything together, we're all fucked. Like, there's no running away from this. It's just going to be a full surveillance state. And the technology they have, mate. Crazy.
Well, I was telling you, remember the sound thing? They get into people's heads by directing the sound and a message where they can think, you know, that's the weapons they've got.
Yeah.
They can turn a whole town, a whole place into hearing Allah or God or Jesus speaking. They brain fuck people, man. Different weapons now, mate.
But
so I don't think it's going to be drafted. I think they're just going to psychologically fuck us all.
Well, nothing will happen. I still think nothing could fucking happen at all. And
it has to happen.
This is just going to drive everyone to the point of insanity. Just this waiting.
And the news, the negative shit they put up there.
I personally, I cannot see it happen. I can't see a third world war. I can't see it touching us. I can't see myself believing any of it. I can't. It's like COVID, telling you people are dying. There's destruction everywhere. You look around, you're like, fucking where? I don't see it anywhere.
No, but that didn't happen. But COVID still happened.
Yeah, but I don't.
You understand what I mean?
Well, it happened because I guess that it happened. Like, we fucking imagined half of it. You know,
I didn't imagine shit, bro.
Yeah,
I got told to stay home. You can't go to work.
But you're imagining what they're telling you.
Yeah.
Like, it's just fucking words.
But have you seen how much has changed since then? And then they go to, the next pandemic's going to be worse. There's going to be like the green agenda restrictions. Well, now they're talking about rationing fuel. Yeah. They're talking about.
You had fuel. You said there was a lack of fuel up the mountains. There was $100 limit where my parents live.
$100 limit.
Yeah, you can't spend more than $100 on fuel.
Completely lack of. There's a lack of fuel up in out Mudgee ways, like central, all the regional towns. Lack of fuel.
Okay, so give it that. The price will go up to what, $3 or $4 a litre, and everyone's gonna be forced to get electric cars, mate. The next few years.
Yeah, but they're gonna tax electric cars too.
It's not gonna go back. It's not gonna go back.
No, you reckon once it's up, it's up?
It's like COVID. Didn't get back to fucking how it was before COVID.
Right. It went down a little bit, but
no, it's setting the new rules, dude.
And so what happens when people can't commute to work? Then it puts more pressure on public transport.
You
know, you don't go to work.
Tradies can't drive to sites. You can't run the machines.
Business
it's too expensive.
Down.
So building and going to work and having all these services done for you are going to be for like the real fucking elite now. Like, you know.
What I reckon is there'll be enough disruptions for the next 3, 4 years, 5 years, whatever it is. Where it's just, it happens and it comes back. It happens and it comes back. That's what I'm pissed off about. And there's so many people that just don't see this happening. I'm like, just fucking die then. Just fuck off. Honestly, it is just, if their agenda is to get rid of a big portion of people, because then like, get rid of the stupid ones.
You know, so I will take the advice of people that think, don't think about it, right? Because like we said, it's actually, I've been pissed off the last few weeks with all this war stuff going on, you know, and the clone of Jim Carrey, and then fucking Oscars and the female Iranian soccer players that aren't allowed back. It's just shit, non-stop stuff, dude. And NRL's back, all right, you know, Married at First Sight still on TV,
like
you know what I mean? That's it. So like, they're gonna keep distracting people.
And also, like I said, to the people that didn't have a backbone during COVID that accepted the shots, this is a lot of this now is on you because you showed to what level they could push you, and then make what they want happen, and that's it. You're fucking spineless. You took the shots. Some people took the shots because I get the reasons that they did, but then there's other ones that wanted haircuts, or they wanted to go shopping, or they wanted to go on holidays. Puh. That's what I fucking spit on you.
All I can say too with this whole war, is you don't need to pick a side.
No.
Okay, they want to divide and conquer.
Just
and
pick
now
God.
it's at,
Pick
they
Jesus Christ.
Yes, they want to pick a side, dude, and I'm over this whole pick a side. Are you with Israel or are you with fucking
Just want
Iran?
both teams to lose.
I just want to say this. I was watching Ted Cruz was saying that Christ is King is anti-Semitic. I saw it, and he goes, it's pretty much saying that you hate Jews if you say that Christ is King. And I'm like, where the fuck is this world going to, bro?
Is king.
Christ
is King.
Christ is going to come back and fix up all those guys. You watch.
Christ is King.
He's going to fix everyone up, man.
You know, you try to get rid of him the first time, he's coming back, bro.
He's coming back.
Yeah, he's going to flip the temple
Come back
again.
on his horse, mate.
But
take it, everyone.
honestly, where censorship is going, we'll see. We're going to try to keep these podcasts running as long as possible, but we'll see when the government starts knocking on the door saying, Aiden's Barbershop, excuse me, to just say that Christ is King.
They did do that during COVID.
When you were open.
Well, because we were open, but the cops were coming to do their little fucking SS walkarounds.
SS.
We're coming to the area for Jews and Negroes. And so they were coming through.
Are you hiding enemies of the state?
It could get like that, man.
But they were coming at COVID, so I got my friend, a pharmacist, to write a stat dec for me, a statutory declaration, to say that I couldn't get vaccinated because of a debilitating health issue.
Did it work?
Well, it did for a bit. You show it to fucking idiots like guys that work at restaurants. Like, I've got this stat deck signed by a pharmacist. This has been reviewed by my lawyer. They're like, just go in. They just don't want to deal with it.
You know how many people I talk to now, and I say to them, how'd you go overseas? How'd you do this? Did you get vaccinated? And they're like, yeah, we had a passport. I'm like, did you get a shot? Nah. So there's so many people out there that were smart enough and clever enough to get around, whether they got a fake doctor to pour the bloody.
I knew one of them. One of them made a fake one for me. He made $300,000 out of COVID, cash.
I hope
charging them $50 to make a.
He didn't get caught.
No.
So we don't know who this person
didn't
is.
Get caught. Well, I know who he is. I'm not going to tell you who he is, but didn't get caught. Cleaned the money.
Good on him.
That was it.
Yeah, good on him.
And then you got the other ones that...
He's doing God's work, man.
Yeah, but then the other ones, we didn't know anyone, we went and got the shot.
Ask around, you'll find someone, don't worry.
And then you got us saying, nah, we just don't want it, fuck yous.
you know who you ask, if you're, all right, so during COVID, me and two of my friends, one of them's a cop now, but he was my friend a little bit, I don't see him anymore, but the other guy, it's Tyler, you know who he is. He's been one of my best friends for ages. So we used to go to Manly Dam, which is a dam, like a nature reserve up in 10 minutes up the road here. We used to go play chess by the lake and go bushwalking.
Awesome.
That's sick, dude.
That's awesome.
That's sick.
Well, this is the beauty of living around here. It's really nice. Got everything in such a small area. We go play chess by the lake, listen to the water. We just talk shit, go for bushwalks, just reflect and talk, man. Like COVID was the best 2 years of my life. I loved it.
Even now, if this war, fucking bring it. Let's go.
Yeah, bring it, dude.
Bring it, bro.
We can film outside basements and barbershops, mate.
Well, everyone we met on those bush walks, like we walked past and we would just fucking high five. Because we knew that we're the fucking... that's us, man. We're the punks.
In the mountains, they just run away from... The mountains, they ran away from you.
They're the people you had to ask.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're asking you...
There is a resistance. There is a resistance. And a lot of people are saying, we're not going to draft our kids and we won't draft... No, people are just seeing through the bullshit. And I think that these... Sorry?
It won't go. I don't think we
And I think these globalists are starting to realise that they need to do something soon because they're losing control. They are losing control.
Well, they're making it move quick, man.
They will.
A lot of them a lot of the really astute commentators on this tend to love saying, we're winning, we're winning, we're winning, we're winning. I don't know. I don't know. I've never been more confused in my life.
They're allowing us to see what we see.
Do you reckon
Like,
it's
this
like
is
a
a
false
part
flag, red herring, make them think they're winning?
Well, then fucking where do you stop, bro?
Yes.
Where do you stop? It goes to a point like, where do you stop? Everything then is a false flag. Everything's a red herring. It's like it's just never ending. Like, where's the stop? It's like it's to some point, it's got to stop somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
Dust.
Dust. You know, do you know what I found? The bloody the BIS, the Bank of International Settlements building, looks awfully similar to the Tower of Babylon or Tower of Babel.
Where's this?
In Basel, Switzerland. There is the Bank of International Settlements, BIS. If you Google it and have a look at it and compare it to the Tower of Babel, looks exactly the
I'm
same.
going to do the comparison with the photo.
And you're like, what the fuck is? And that's the OG bank that's behind the scenes.
Did you guys see that the dude, what's his name, Larry Silverstein, the guy that bought the Twin Towers up just before it was attacked, bought this big tall commercial building in Los Angeles, and everyone's going now, oh, I can see the next building that's about to fucking disappear. Because I think what he really did is he buys it and shores it, then it gets demolished.
Who knows? And then you look at the new.
I think it's Larry Silverstein. I think that's his name.
Yeah, I think so too. And then you look at the new Epstein they're calling is Jared Kushner. Trump's son-in-law.
Trump's golf buddy.
There is something there.
Because his dad is the ambassador to France, but he's a fucking convicted felon.
Yeah, and Trump pardoned him.
And then if you look at what actually
Trump's
happened,
with Israel.
so what they're saying is that the Iranians actually agreed to a lot of what the Americans wanted. Zero enrichment. They fucking agreed to everything on the table. 4 hours later, they got bombed. And then you look at it, you're saying, mate, it's because the whole time this is a self-fulfilling prophecy. They're pushing towards it. If the Iranians said, no worries, we're done, okay, whatever, which a lot of people are reporting that they did, and then these guys went in and attacked them, it's like, no, because you wanted to kill... and plus, if we're going down to Ali Khamenei, the Ayatollah, he's, I think it's called a Fatah. I forgot what their paper is called. Fatwa.
A fatwa.
The fatwa. His one was against nuclear weapons. And they're saying they're about to make bombs. He was against nuclear weapons. And when I went down the rabbit hole and it's there, you're like, mate, someone's fucking lying here.
So are people going to start like Hitler going back, a couple of years into the future saying, gee, the Ayatollah was really misunderstood, just like Hitler?
Yeah.
I'm starting to think that they're trying to paint a lot of these bad guys, like they're just painting them as bad guys, when really, when you actually look at what they're doing, is... I don't know. I've had enough with elites and oligarchs. I fucking had enough.
I think we're going to come back to a point now where we're going to become like Dan Bilzerian. Someone's going to write something and we're going to comment saying "fuck your mother," and that's all it's going to come to is "fuck your mother."
Imagine that guy saved his career
because they want the Jewish.
Becoming this thing.
Well, they're trying to create the war.
Yeah, they are, but it's all it's a self.
Is a part of it, man. He's those controlled influencer. I don't listen to.
I don't think he is. Actually, you know what? I don't fucking know anymore. Yeah, I don't know who's what. Nick is a fucking Jew, and he's a fucking German. There's a little haircut. I don't know what to believe anymore. Yeah. And ultimately, leave Britney alone.
Where is she?
Oh, fucking, she's a clone too. They fucked her off.
Bro.
They fucked her off. Everyone's a fucking clone. This is a simulation.
It is a simulation. And they're playing out the Bible. They're playing out the Bible, mate. Jesus is going to come down and then he's going to sort them out. You watch. You know what? They want to call him. They're calling on Jesus.
I want to become a monk. I just want to go become a monk.
I'll be a monk.
And just go live on an island out in Athos and just give myself over to God. I won't have problems with fucking women. Where are you? You don't love me. The way you look at me has changed. I don't feel valued. Fuck that off. That's done. Because I'm never going to touch a woman again. No issues with money.
Can monks wank?
Yeah, but at least men will fucking understand each other, Nicholas. You look at each other. Make sure it's like sex. Okay, that's it, done.
Olive oil?
Yeah,
olive oil.
Done.
Will help you out.
Not with women. It's like I don't feel. Oh my god! Just shut up. Yeah. Enough. Just calm down. Yeah.
I just find it so funny. Like even how much I very much respect and revere Athos, but I love the whole thing that women aren't allowed on there. Because I'm just picturing like a couple of women stepping on the island and all the monks fucking run down the hill going, fucking get up.
Yeah, but they kick their nuts. They kick them. They destroy it. They don't want to feel it.
I can't wait to go to Athos. What an experience that'll be.
Well, let's go end it. No, man, I was going to say next time we catch up will be when we come back.
What?
Possibly. Yeah. Next episode, next one we'll film on yours will be after the Camino.
Yeah, that's it. So what are you saying? What are you pointing at me for?
I'll do another in the basement.
Pointing at... Cut it. Done.